Johnny Bravo. We're sitting down with the one, the only Obie Trice. You recognize the face.
Gimmicks.
Yeah, you know it. Can't be imitated, can't be copied. Now, Obie, we watched a lot of interviews in the past about you, and I like to see you talk about your past. That's real hot, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna touch on that for a quick minute here. We know you came from Detroit. You got your startup with Shady Records, of course. You were introduced to D12 and all of them through Proof, who you met through battles, I was told. Is that correct?
Yeah, I met through the hip-hop shop, yeah.
Now, I heard a little story. You were down at the hip-hop shop, and Proof asked you, what's your name? And when he said that to you, he said, real name, no gimmicks. And that's where you kind of picked up the Obie Trice, real name, no gimmicks thing from. Is that true?
Well, he asked me what I was going by Obi-Wan.
Right.
At the time, you know, the Star Wars shit. Let the Force be with you type shit. And he was like, what's your real name? And I told him, and then he was like, that's what I'm gonna start introducing you from now on as, Obie Trice. So that's where I got my, I've been had my name, but that's where my rap shit come from. Real name, no gimmicks, you know.
And then you got your start with Shady through that, and through D12 and all that. Obviously, I think most people know you just because of Shady and all the clout around Shady. And also, of course, Eminem dropping the Obie Trice, real name, no gimmicks at the beginning of his songs, all that kind of stuff. Let me just touch briefly. What was your experience like working with Shady when you were a part of the label?
It was a good look, man. I had a great time. You know, that's family.
Yeah.
You know, I still kick it with him today. You know, that's my brother. You know, Proof, D12, Bizarre, Swifty, Conniver, Denai Porter. You know, all those is my guys, man. So
that's dope.
You know, it was a family thing.
Now, during your time at Shady Records, you dropped your debut album. The album, I think, is your most famous album. You did over 2 million copies on Cheers. And that's what I think 90% of your core fan base, you say name an Obie Trice album, Cheers, first thing that comes off of their head.
Right.
We might have had a little sneak peek when you were in Toronto, but for the people that haven't, are we going to be hearing some of Cheers tonight? We're going to be hearing a lot of that?
Yeah, it's called the Cheers to the Hangover Tour.
Okay.
So I'm gonna bring it back from, you know, the old to the new songs.
Okay, so the tour is basically your set. You're gonna kind of sum up the beginning of your career to where you're at now, and that's why you went with that name.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So now that you're not with Shady anymore, you're doing your own thing. You got BME, Black Market Entertainment. Now with BME, what you guys got going on? Because all these interviews, you're talking about the old Obie, but what I want to know is let's go with the new Obie. What's Obie doing right now?
Well, what we're doing is we're trying to get you know, just get some light on the label, man. Just get some light on my records. Let people know that I'm still here. You know, get some buzz up, man. I got talented artists over there on my label, man, that's coming up, man. Young Zetha, Patience, you know, collaborating with other labels, you know what I'm saying, with other talent. So, you know, we just trying to let people know that Obie Trice is still here for the most part. And so when I put something out on these guys, you know, you'll know where it come from, the core of it. So that's what we basically doing.
Are we gonna be seeing any like collaborations or work with you and your artists in the near future?
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
With my man Patience, you know, I'm gonna do something with the new album. I got Estelle on it. It's called I'm Home. I'm supposed to collaborate on a video with her. Like I said, my man Young Zetha from Haiti. You know, and so you know, it's some talented dudes.
Right now you're in tour, you're going through Canada right now, and I know you just came off another tour. You were on tour just before this too, if I'm not mistaken. Are we going to be seeing any kind of like European tours or anything like that in the upcoming year? You going overseas with it?
Yeah, February is the European tour. You know, I haven't been to Europe in a long time, you know, so I'm looking forward to that. You know, we just got off the U.S. tour, which was 8 weeks, and then, you know, it was a great turnout, man. We had a great time, you know, just happy to be back in Canada. You know, this is like my second home. We come here at least twice a year, so, you know, just happy to be here to introduce the new album as well, you know.
Well, we love to hear that because especially we're an all-Canadian hip-hop blog, you know what I'm saying? So we love to support Canada to the fullest. We actually had a quick question. We know you were in Toronto, I believe it was Thursday you were in Toronto. Now when it comes to the Toronto music scene, I'm not too sure if you had a chance to kind of indulge in the music or get a taste of the music, but is there anybody in Canada maybe you're feeling or you've heard on the radio, or maybe even a mainstream artist? Like I know you touched on Drake and Meek Mill in another interview and kind of voiced your opinion on that. But what do you think of like the whole Canadian music scene?
I like Mercules, you know, I think he's a talented dude. You know, I don't really fuck with Drake though.
Yeah, that seems to be the feeling in Toronto right now, is you're either fucking with him 100% or you ain't fucking with him at all. So it's good to hear you're at least on one of those sides, you know what I'm saying? So that's good. Now, in the next year, we know you just dropped The Hangover. Are we going to be seeing any personal projects coming from yourself? Anything else? Maybe a mixtape?
Yeah, this is my last album with a drinking thing. Yeah. You know, The Hangover is the last album that I'm going to do with that type of thing. I'm going to package all 4 of my albums, which is Cheers, Second Rounds on Me, Bottoms Up, and The Hangover together in like a nice bottle package with unseen DVD. I got over 200 hours of DVD from my Shady experience and my whole career that people have never ever seen, including Marshall, including Eminem, including D12. So I'm gonna package all that together this year. Also, I'm working on a new album that's gonna come out later on this year, you know, but The Hangover is the last album that you ever hear from me that has a drinking title, like a drinking theme title.
So you're moving away from that whole kind of scene.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think what you're doing is awesome. We love that you're an independent label. We think that's amazing. We support independent artists 110%.
Yes.
Just kind of throw it out there for Canadian artists or any artists in general. What type of suggestions or tips would you give them, especially since you're working with artists who are on the come up right now? What would you do to kind of, or what suggestions would you give them to kind of get their foot in the industry and start kind of making moves, you know what I'm saying?
Just continue to make music, like make music as much as possible, and you know, never compromise your integrity of who you are as an artist. You know, never try to be like the next person. You know, just do you, whatever that you feel that is good music to you, and keep pounding their ass. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically it. Hey, listen, this is Obie Trice right here, man. Real name, no gimmicks. You can catch me on Twitter at Real Obie Trice. Catch me on Instagram at Real Obie Trice. Everything is Real Obie Trice at any of these social media sites.
And watch out for that bottle package.
There you go.